Let's start with the energy one. Unpack that for me a bit.
Okay.
How do we get energy? Because that little cup right there, if filled with gasoline from a fossil fuel, it can carry a multi-thousand pound vehicle a good distance, just that little tiny bit. But you're but it's not perfectly clean. You're talking about different energy capabilities if we harness space.
Right, and so the three, so we'll talk about that energy, but the three waves of change that are coming our way, that technology has made capable of happening, are a transformation in the way we deliver and use energy, and we'll talk about that. Okay. A transformation in the way we use and deliver water.
Okay.
And a transformation in the way we deliver and use information, data. Okay. And right now, we're trapped in industrial age models on all of those. For example, with water, we are still depleting our aquifers in 100 years that took 1 million years to fill. That's unsustainable over time. Right. We're still using desalination in certain places that pollute the sea with so much salt that you can no longer desalinate because eventually it gets too toxic to even desalinate. We are and we are polluting rivers in ways that are not necessarily respectful to all the human beings that live on this planet. So
the solution there is technological.
Well, it is, yeah, and we're using data that is being used as a weapon against us. Your financials, your personal information. Right. Somebody can steal that, and they can steal your identity, your reputation, and your money. And so we are living in old industrial age models of delivering these key things that we need: energy, water, and information, in order to grow an economy. But we are stumbling into a digital age now using these old models, and it's becoming too expensive, it's becoming dangerous, and we're running out of water. So now there's the same amount of water today that there was a million years ago, okay? So it's a closed loop. It's how we use that. It's how we draw the water responsibly and how we use it responsibly. So I'll get into, let's start with the energy one though, because that one is, right now we are living in a paradigm that was given to us by Edison and Tesla. And it's a paradigm where you build a central plant, you put fuel in it, and it delivers electricity through power lines to your home. Now, it is very dangerous. That's why we don't stick our finger into the socket and teach our children not to, or put a plug over it for the children. So it's very dangerous. It is very wasteful. If you could see the electromagnetic spillage off of the power lines, you can hear it. When you go to big power lines, you can hear the buzz. But there's energy just being falling off those lines. It's just being wasted. Okay, so it's very inefficient and wasteful. And it's pretty expensive. Now, even though we have refined that model, that paradigm for energy, it is still incredibly expensive compared to what you could do. So here is the technology that exists, but it hasn't been built yet. And the reason it hasn't been built yet is because it's been too expensive to get up in space. But China is doing this right now. They are building this model I'm going to describe to you right now. They are going to put up infrastructure in space where you have power generation stations in space. They will be solar powered and they will be nuclear powered. Okay? Nuclear power in space is no big deal because the radiation danger is about the same as the radiation in space. Space is a dangerous place. So they're going to put this infrastructure there, and then they're going to be able to use radio waves that are safe for human beings. In fact, the radio waves you can use to deliver energy are less background radiation than you are experiencing right now in this studio with the sun out. And so human beings have been living for millions of years with that background radiation, so we are just fine in that environment. But you can deliver that energy through radio waves that can be received by any device or any person on planet Earth to energize anything. So when you couple that with some of the inventions and capacitors, like some of the carbon molecular techniques for building a capacitor that can absorb that energy and store it with such high efficiencies and then release it to a human being when they need it, you can transform the planet's ability. You can trickle charge your cell phone. Your house doesn't just have a satellite dish for satellite TV. It also is absorbing energy in the capacitors and the batteries in your roof line, along with the solar cells that are storing up energy, and it's only being released when you need it.